Hello YouTube, Reddit Math here, and welcome back to some more Dungeons of Dredmor. We're going to be seeing if we can't make our shield bearer last through the second floor. Now right off the bat, we've already got an Electro Blobby. The good news is we actually have a bit of lightning resist due to our Power of Magic Steel. So Electro Blobbies, not such a big deal. Toxa Blobbies, on the other hand, may pose a little bit of a threat as their acid sizzles against our armor. Alright. As long as this is not a monster zoo. Okay. I think we're going to be okay. Oh, man. Let's go ahead and recast our suit up ability. Oh, and some traps on either side of us. Now, I'm sure...
Food to regain health.
Okay, let's go ahead and back out of that. Yeah, and oddly enough, the Toxablobby can actually kill itself with its own toxic cloud. You would think you would be immune to your own poison, man. Alright, and we did take a little bit of damage on that, so let's see about healing up a little bit. I do, like, I like to hold on to the stakes because I know they can be grilled, and that they become much more beneficial when they are. So we'll just eat a little bit of cheese. So take a quick recap of what we've got. I don't know what oil of vitriol does.
Eat food to regain health.
It does that. Okay. Acid burn. Yeah, that made my throat hurt just by proxy. Okay, so, you know, maybe curiosity did kill the cat, or the adventurer, as the case may be. And we've got easy target curse. Ugh. Getting off to just an absolutely terrific start. Now, I'm sure you guys are anxious to see it, but I am too. Torque of Canada. So it would give us like a ton of cold resist, but we're getting a little bit of dodge chance right now. Now, you know, we'll go ahead and keep that. Our dodging ability isn't really central to who we are. So anyway, as much as you guys would surely like to see me get off of the second floor, at least a little ways into the second floor, I am right there with you. I'm really hoping that our change in character skills is going to allow us to do that. Oh, that was lovely. Just because, you know, I want to see what it's like getting a character leveled up, you know, past level 5. I imagine there's some really cool powers in some of the higher skill levels, and I would love to see what those are like. That does kind of raise an interesting question about whether or not it's more beneficial to, like, gonna pin him to the ground and then let's go ahead and vortex him. I'll need to regain some mana after doing that. That's actually, yeah, like, that's a pretty decent combo together. So I wonder, you know, the higher level skills, of course, being better, you know, like kind of objectively, like level 6 of something is going to be more powerful than the level 2 of something. I wonder if it's worth it to just focus on one skill path at first, you know, become sort of a one-trick pony, but have that one trick be the thing that's sort of carrying you, or if spreading skill points out, which is generally what I've been doing, is better, just because you know, the later skills also require things like much more mana to be viable, things like that. Nice. You know, would our one trick that we would end up with just be something that we could almost never do, and because we didn't have enough supporting skills to really make it work. Now, we could probably smash this statue and gain a level, but I'd like to try to make, oh nice, I'd like to try to make the automatic healing it's going to do for us a little bit more beneficial. Fabulous rogue boots. Scaled armor. Oh, I could get a cool ring for some more lightning resist. Let's go ahead and do that. You know, it kind of fits with the theme we've got going on here anyway. Alright. Like, God forbid, I'm going to jinx myself here. You know, before we open that door, in case it is going to be the end, let's go ahead and sell some stuff here. But like, for instance, if, God forbid, that next door led to a monster zoo, I don't know what that does either. One day we're going to have to experiment a little bit with with some of the mushrooms and see what benefit we can gain out of them. So, third time, if this was a monster zoo, for example, which is not, thank God, then it would be fairly beneficial for us to be able...
Need more mana. Drink more booze.
For us to be able to level up, like, and gain kind of a free heal fairly early on in the fight. These guys are not playing around. And bring them back to right about here, so that hopefully, there we go.
Your health is low.
Health is low. A little bottlenecking did us a fair amount of good there, though.
Your life force is running out.
Okay, down to 2 HP, but he got killed by that. Oh, we're like so close. We need the tiniest bit of anything. Alright, let's go ahead and bite the bullet on that, gain 200 experience, and get ourselves a full heal. Increase health regen after being hit. Increase defense after being hit. I like both of those, and I think they would synergize well. Conduit for more mana regen. Traps haven't really been much of an issue yet. So either gain... let's see, what is that exactly? Little shield icon. Block chance. So we could either gain more block chance, or we could gain HP regen and a little bit of block chance after being hit. Let's go ahead and do walk it off. I imagine the HP regen could certainly come in very handy. The Prince. We've got Michael Jackson and now the Prince as a little mushroomed friend. And our suit up wore off. Oh, nice. Iron Ring for just some straight block chance. We've got our block up to 37. You know, that's kind of our ace in the hole right now, as it were, is that we've got a pretty good shot of just not taking damage when being hit. A grunge ear. That just sounds extremely tasty, doesn't it? Oh, that's bad. Of course, non-physical things still bypass our defenses quite a bit, because we can't exactly block a cloud of poison. Okay, taking a bit of damage. Go ahead and chomp down some eggs for breakfast. And let's come down here. Alright. Mostly empty room. just a trap to easily disarm. You know, once, probably before exiting this floor, we would need to get our trap disarm skills up a little bit, as the traps get harder and harder on each floor. Like, we're only getting, you know, 45% chances to disarm now instead of guaranteed. And I imagine by the next floor, we would just be getting hit. I don't actually think the Electro Blobby can hurt us. We keep getting the attack has no effect. Like, I'm pretty sure that's the Electro Blobby trying to electrocute us. But we are quite grounded, and it's not a big deal. Fancy urn. And Bash opened a chest. Alright. Get out that. I am going a little slow. I'm not exactly in a huge hurry to encounter the monster zoo that I feel like is just lurking behind the next door at all times. Okay, that worried me a little bit. We got 4 guys right away in here. Let's go ahead and back them up a little bit to where we only have to deal with one at a time, maybe? Like, enraged diggles. They can be, you know, pretty challenging. We just saw Walk It Off proc. Oh, man. Gives us 2 stubbornness, which further increases our block chance, and 10 HP regen. So, like, as long as Walk It Off is going on, we're not quite regaining full health, but, like, it's stacking even. So just, the more we're getting hit, the more and more we're starting to regen our own health. That's very nice. I like that a lot. We'll probably end up grabbing, for our next skill, the shield skill that lets us gain block chance, like, after being hit. Certainly wouldn't mind getting some better shields before too long. So we've been picking up some cool weapons on this floor, but nothing we can use. So, I just realized Suited Up is not on. Let's go ahead and just turn that on for this one. See, like, that time, Walk It Off didn't proc at all. Mellow Shrine. Also, there's a plum on the ground, but I, like, can't grab it because it's behind the Mellow Shrine. Oh well. Go ahead and do that as long as you're thinking about it. That dire sandwich actually makes me feel quite a bit better. If we do get into a big fight, making sure to eat something right at the start is going to be of primary concern. You know, if the fight manages to last that long, another 30 HP being regened throughout it is nothing to sneeze at. Alright, so we cleared out all this stuff, so up is the only way to go from here. Come on now. Man, these zombies are no joke. Okay, did proc Walk It Off that time. I don't entirely understand, like, what, you know, the percentage chance to have skills like that turn on. I'm not sure if it's based on a stat or if it's, like, just a flat chance. I like that the Electro Blobby, the Electro Blobby can still cause Walk It Off to come on, even though he can't actually hurt me. That's the kind of enemy I want to see a lot more of. Okay. I think we already used it on that and that. Let's go ahead and do it to the Battered Kite Shield. I think that is Trap Affinity. Alright, well, that might mean the tinkering type skills are not going to be needed nearly as soon. Just let these guys come to us. And since Arctic Vortex didn't quite do what I thought it was going to do, we are still kind of missing like a crowd control sort of spell I would still very much like to see. And I think we're heading a little down and to the left. Looks like there is a gap. Yep, door right over here. Man, every time, heart skips a beat just waiting for that monster zoo to pop up above my head. Yeah. If I could maybe just encounter an entire floor of electro blobbies, like I would be super okay with that. Something tells me there is no floor full of electro blobbies in my future, though. So, just enraged Diggles. You know, these guys can be a little tough. And we've got the spell power. We might as well be using it where we can. Let's go ahead and pin him down, step back, cast that, cast that. And we'll duke it out with him for the end of it there. Yeah. Oh, nice. So the extra trap affinity helped us out there. And Thaumaturgic Tap basically just regains all of our mana, or almost all of it anyway. So nothing to worry about there.
Critical.
Not entirely sure how the electro blobbies spawned this giant cloud of deathly smoke acid stuff. There must have been a trap plate somewhere in there. Just let that dissipate before moving on. Okay. Normal Diggles, not so bad. As long as Walk It Off keeps proccing, I think we're A-okay. Might as well recast that. Get our mana back to full. Oh. Toxablobbies. Ugh. Ugh. Okay. You are not the blobbies I like. Not even a little bit. Okay. Might as well re-suit up. Remembering to maintain all of these intermittent active skills that we've got down here. A little taxing on the brain, but I think I can take it. Alright. Oh, we've got a first Djinn that I have ever seen outside of a monster zoo. It looks like they can show up just on the floor with us. Let's go ahead and wrap him up in a little tornado action. Nice. Did it have any other effects? Because it looked like he got kind of stunned, like he wasn't really attacking us for a couple of turns there while the Arctic Vortex was swirling around him. Maybe the chill their flesh to the bone aspect. Oh no, traps have activated. Wonderful. Maybe the chill to the bone type effect has some sort of ability to freeze enemies and keep them from taking action. And, you know, I'm saying all this stuff out loud. I do, of course, realize, like, Google is a thing that totally exists, and I could know this if I wanted to. I kind of enjoy the puzzling it out aspect of games. Lederhosen. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. We're totally rocking some Lederhosen. That's a thing. Wouldn't mind seeing a shop soon. I think we're gonna start to run out of space for looting. And what good is a dungeon if you can't be looting? Let's go ahead and... Well, we're full mana. Let's go ahead and suit up again. HP is a little low. So munch down those. Okay. Trying to picture where I think the monster zoo would be. Like, if I was a monster zoo, where would I be? Oh, that didn't pin him in place. There we go. So go ahead and do that. Cast that to get some mana back. Cast that on that guy again. Then back off for a second. Munch a couple of eggs for breakfast. And then go back to town. Alright, Kromchuinu, the exaltation of caribou. It is a very tough blob of animated slime, the sort of which collects around the drain pipes of gym showers. This monster is trying to kill you. I've never been killed by gym slime before.
Your health is critical.
Ooh, yeah, we need to get out of the Toxablobby's cloud there. Thankfully, we did eat just a little bit, so we're still regaining off of that. But we could probably stand to eat a little bit more. With the Toxablobby separated from the herd, we should be able to take him down.
Hits.
Resuit up. And continue there. There we go. And then we'll use that to Arctic Vortex him for a little bit. Our mana is getting a bit low. Our Magic Steel still running. Just recast the roots. Well, we can do it multiple times. Oh, but it apparently let him go whenever we did it multiple times. Lesson learned. Alright, my kind of blobby. We're back to the Electro Blobbies. Wonder if we could even just let him hit us to proc walk it off. Yes, we can. Alright, well that's going to prove to be some very welcome healing effect for a few turns. And finally back to where we started. Thankfully, those necromantic powers sound a lot worse than they actually are. The things that usually kill you in this game are apparently silent but deadly. Munch on that. I don't think there's even enough space to fit a monster zoo in this tiny little area. But I'm in a better safe than sorry kind of mood at the moment. Alright.
Your inventory is full.
Inventory is full. Let's just drink some grog. And we could... Let's look around on the floor. So, on the map... Is this the end of floor 2? Like, was there no monster zoo? I don't... Unless that is a gap. All I'm seeing is completely filled in borders. Huh. Maybe there is no monster zoo on this floor. Well, that's certainly one way to get past floor 2. Let's do this. So we've got a down that was right next to us, but instead of using that, we are instead going to head back to... Oh, hello, Mr. Toxablobby. Yep. We are instead going to head back to the shop, of which I am heading the wrong way to get to. As long as we're over here... Where did you come from? Much like life, death just came out of nowhere. Alright, well, hold on. Let's see if there is a gap over here. Nope. That's the end of the floor then. I don't see anywhere else we could head down, or head anywhere else on floor 2 except heading down. So what we're going to end up doing is getting back to the shop, lightening our load a bit, and then there's a down staircase just right next to the shop. And so we'll be able to use that. So I'm feeling, pretty excited about the concept of surviving floor 2 for the first time. That is certainly very cool. Go ahead and get rid of all the weapons and armor stuff, because I know we don't need that. Anti-magic fields and boulder drop plates. Meh. And then all of our crafting stuff. we'll go ahead and hold on to the mushrooms. I'm hesitating to take one. Like, okay, we have 2 of these. So, like, the lobster mane fungus gives us 5 hits of lobstery toughness. The lobsteriness can be knocked off of you in 5 hits. Okay. But it gives us some stubbornness, which increases block chance, and then it just gives us some armor absorption. Okay, so that's pretty good. And then let's go ahead and put some of this stuff up here. Actually, so sort out our quick bar for just a moment here. Loot Fisk we don't need on the quick bar. We could also take a puff ball. And that did... Oh, that gave us some puffballs, a throwing class weapon. Creates a cloud of highly toxic spores upon impact. Okay, well maybe that'll provide us a little bit of crowd control. Cool. So basically what I was doing there, I don't mind using things that we have 2 of because we can kind of identify them. Although the oil of vitriol, not so excited about because that was the kind of thing that burned us. Like, I think oils might just be components to things, whereas potions are like the fully formed versions of them. Yeah, that's at least what I'm going with for right now. So, you know, we've got a couple of mushrooms. I don't mind using one just because that means that if it does something that's like only effective for a few turns, hey, at least we learned. Okay, and some more enemies randomly over here. Okay. We'll go ahead and set ourselves up again. We'll go ahead and suit up, thaumaturgic tap, and then munch down an egg. And then we're gonna go ahead and break here. We made it past the 2nd floor. Sweet. Now, we might die 30 seconds into the 3rd floor, but, you know, that hasn't happened yet, and it's important to stay optimistic. I hope you guys are excited, because I know I am, and we'll pick up here on the next episode. That's going to be it for this time. I will see you guys next time.